All right, 6.2. We're sticking with the idea of monomials and polynomials, but instead of adding polynomials or subtracting polynomials, we're going to multiply them. I know. All right, to multiply a monomial and a polynomial, simply distribute the monomial to the polynomial. No problem. So recall the product rule. The product rule says that x to the a power times x to the b power is the same as x a power plus b power. So if you're multiplying exponents, you just add them together. That's the product rule. Alright? So we're going to distribute. And remember, they have invisible ones. If there's no exponent, there's an invisible one. Right? So in order to multiply, you're going to distribute. To multiply, you add the exponents. X times 4 is 4x. I know it's insane. You're welcome to say it's insane, I understand. Alright? When you're multiplying exponents, just add them together. If they have coefficients, multiply the coefficients. If they have no coefficients, it's an invisible 1, and 1 times 1 is 1. So, alright, so multiply the coefficients. So 15, and we have m to the third times m to the second. So what you really have is m to the third plus 2. M to the third times m to the second is m to the third plus 2. So you have m to the fifth. 3 plus 2 is 5. You almost got me. Alright, and then you have 5 times negative 1, so then you have negative 5. M to the third, m to the first means you're going to have m to the fourth, right? Because you're going to have m to the third plus 1. And then 5 times negative 7 is negative 35. And there's no variable here, so you just bring this one down. M to the third. That's how you distribute a monomial, one term, to a polynomial, multi-term. And it doesn't matter how many terms are in here. There could be 1 term or 15 terms. It doesn't matter. You just keep distributing once, then again, then again, then again, until you get them all. Right? Right. Be careful with your signs. Alright, it says find each product. Final answers must be in standard form. Alphabetical, highest exponent to lowest exponent. Alright. If it helps you, write the invisible ones. K to the second minus 9k. That's it. Remember, they can't be combined because this one is k to the second and this one's k to the first. They are not like terms. That's it. That's literally it, y'all. Alright? If it helps you, write the invisible ones. Negative 6 times 1 is negative 6. P to the first times p to the fourth is p to the fifth. Just add the exponents together. Negative 6 times negative 8 is 48. There's no exponent, so I'm just going to bring down the p. And we're already standard form, highest to lowest exponent. If they're not in order, you got to put them in order. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. G to the second times g to the first is g to the third. Negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. Bring down my g to the second. Standard form looks good. Highest to lowest. I know I'm going fast. Pause it. Try it ahead of me. Remember, watch and listen. Feel free to pause, rewind, watch it again and again and again and again. You can actually slow it down. YouTube allows you to slow down your videos, speed up your videos. The responsibility is yours, not mine. Let's put all of our invisible ones. So -3, n to the third, +6, n to the second, -24, n. What if I wrote that out so you could see it? I'm going to write it out so you could see it. All right? So, I did -3 n to the first times 1n squared, right? And then I did -3 n to the first times -2n to the first, -3 n to the first times 8. I distributed it. I put a -3 n to the first before each of the terms inside the parentheses. So this became -3 and 3. This became 6n squared. And this became -24n. You see how I did that? If it helps you, break it into sections so that you apply it to everything inside the parentheses. Do whatever helps you. I mean, I do what helps me, you do what helps you. Alright, we're going to have to be extra careful here. We have an invisible one here, 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 here. Okay, are you ready? P squared times p to the 5th is p to the 7th. Q3 times Q2 is Q to the 5th. Now we're going to end up with a negative. Oh, I almost missed that one. So we're going to have negative P squared times P to the first is P to the third. Q3 to Q1 is Q4. And they're still in order because it's PQ, highest to lowest. Right? 7's your highest, 3 is your lower. It looks insane, but it works. Ooh, another one with 2 variables. Alright, let's be careful. Let's find invisible ones. 1, 1. Those are the only invisible ones I see. Alright. 5 times -2 is -10. R squared, R to the 4th. 2 plus 2 is 4. S squared, there isn't one, so we're just going to bring down the S squared. Alright, and then we have 5 times 3 is 15, +15. Make sure you separate it with an operator. Otherwise it all becomes one term. It has to be separate terms. Right? R squared, R to the first. S squared, S to the first. 5 times -4, -20. R squared doesn't have one. S squared times S squared. Alright, we're still in order. RS, 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 we're alphabetical. Highest exponent, 4. Next highest, 3. Next highest, 2. Just like that. Alright, same thing. -7 times 9 is -63. C3, C2 is C5. D2 and D2 is D4. Negative times a negative is a positive. 7 times 4 is 28. C3 and C, ooh, invisible 1. C4. D2 and D5 is D7. Are we in order? CD, CD, 5, 4, yep, we're even in order. All right, they're going to add a little addition to the end, don't panic. It says distribute, then simplify the remaining expression. Final answers have to be in standard form. We'll do both of these together. You're welcome to try them on your own. It's just logic. All right, so first distribute invisible ones. So negative 6 x squared plus 8x, right? This is not inside the parentheses, so just bring it down. If there's like terms, combine them. This and this are not like terms. This is squared, this is not. This and this are like terms, so it becomes negative 6x squared plus 15x. Told you it's just going to add some addition. This one asks you to do it twice. Don't panic. After we do the first one, we'll do the second one, and then we'll combine our like terms, okay? All right, so any invisible ones? Okay. 5w times negative 7w is negative 35w squared. 5 times 3 is 15. Bring down the w. All right, first one done. The second one, we're going to be careful because it has a negative. So when we distribute it, we're distributing negative 2w. So negative 2 times 13 is negative 26. And bring down the w. Then we have negative times a negative, which is a positive. 2 times 9, which is 18. W to the first times w squared is w cubed. Now we can combine our like terms. Alphabetical, we don't have to worry about it, they're all w's. Highest exponent, that one. That means we write that first. Then we have squared. Then we have invisible ones. 15 minus 26, what's that, 11? Negative 11? Remember what I said about right and correct. This is right. This is correct because it asks you to put it in standard form. Right, correct. I want to give you a scenario. What if, oh, there's some, are these part of that? Oh, good. Look how complicated they get. I know, it's insane. I love it. Okay, so, they don't have one that's going to make it crazy. But, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to give you a scenario. What if you had this one, but the y wasn't there? That negative was all by itself. When you distributed, you would go here to here and here to here, and then you would do negative 1. It's an invisible 1, here to here and here to here. You see what I'm saying? If it doesn't have the variable, if it just has a negative sign, please, please remember it's a negative 1. Distribute the negative 1. I feel like that's a trap and they don't warn you about it. But I like to warn you about it. Alright, let's figure it out. Invisible, 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 invisible. Just to get it out of the way. So we have y squared plus 4y minus y squared plus 3y, and then bring down negative 9y. Combine your like terms. Y squared minus y squared, 4y plus 3y is 7y. We have minus 9y. 7y minus 9y is negative 2y. This is where the fun comes in. Once you understand that it's super simple, they can make it stupid and you can just burn through it. I know. All right, invisible, invisible, invisible. All right, 2 times 6 is 12. There is no common, y times x is just yx. But remember, alphabetical, so you need to write it xy. Negative 8, x squared, y squared, plus 13 x squared, y squared, minus 6. Whoop. They're just being funny now. Okay, this does not have a like term. This does not have a like term. Both of these are like terms, and they're the highest exponent. So alphabetically, you would start with xy, highest exponent. So negative 8x squared y squared plus 13x squared y squared is 5x squared y squared. Then xy comes next. Make sure you put your operator. In this case, it's positive, right? If there's no operator, you could assume it's positive. And then minus 6. Crazy. All right, let's do it again. Where are my invisibles? Here, 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 and here. All right, 3 times 7, 21. V squared minus 6 V plus 3 V squared plus 6 V plus 3. Be careful with the negative. Minus 15 V squared minus 9. Woo! All right, they're all V's. I'm not going to stress about that. No alphabeticals to worry about. The highest exponent is squared. We have 21 plus 3, which is 24, minus 15, which is 9. 9v squared, right? We had 21v squared plus 3v squared minus 15v squared gave us 9v, right? So that took care of that one, and that one. We have 6v minus 6v. They cancel each other out, and we're left with minus 9. Look at that. All of that becomes that once you simplify it. Math is fun. I know you're screaming in your head, no it's not, no it's not. But yes, yes it is. You have to decide it is, and then it becomes fun. This is what I was talking about. A negative sign before a parentheses like that, don't get tricked. There's an invisible 1. Distribute the negative 1. Any other invisible ones? Okay. Negative 2, R4, positive 12, R3. Negative 12R plus 4R cubed minus 5R to the 4th minus 10R. Woo! Okay. Highest exponent, 4. Negative 2R minus 5R is negative 7R. Right? Negative 2 plus negative 5 is negative 7. That's supposed to be a 4, y'all. I hope y'all caught it. Highest exponent was a 4. Next one's a 3. 12R and 4R is 16R cubed. Negative 12R plus a negative 10R is a negative 22R. And if you combine your like terms in order, then your answer will always be in order. Use your brain, y'all. Bonus points if you can actually solve this and explain to me how you solved them. 25 and 26. right? Find the area of the trapezoid as a simplified expression. What is area? Right? Find the area of the shaded region as a simplified expression. Remember how to find the area and then use what we just learned. You're going to multiply this times this, and then you're going to subtract from that this times this to take this out. Oh, I can't wait to see if you can figure that out. Even numbers are yours.